morning, boys and girls, and yes, I was stretching as I said it. It's a damn good day today, sunny outside, and it's a beautiful day to do some more Dota. Joining me at the mic, it's the one and only KaameelDotA.
Oh man, I'm happy to be here, and this is a game I'm pretty pumped for. We get to watch the Twitter boys Goliath Gaming taking on Damage Control. This should be a pretty good match. Goliath Gaming, I would say, had the strongest, or maybe the second strongest tried with Epoch. Still don't know if I'm saying it right in this qualifier, so I'm interested to see what they're going to bring to the table. And yeah, DC had a pretty good showing at the DGC last week as well, so this should be a pretty good game.
Yep, they're certainly very hotly contested. Lots of pub stars, as people call them, on either side, and plenty of experience on either side as well. You got Carter sitting there on Goliath Gaming, Muzzy, who's been around the block many times, Panda737. You've got yourself Berserk and Fenner, as well as Death Raven. It's going to be a heated match, and without any further ado, as the draft is speeding on along, let's get straight into it. Banned out for the side of Goliath Gaming, it's going to be the Viper as well as the Venomancer. No Cancer here today, boys. And they're going to pick up for themselves the puck. On the other side of the coin, Damage Control is going to be picking up that Batrider and, banning out the Batrider and banning out the Night Stalker. So none of this elusive nonsense, except that they go and pick themselves up a Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker, really solid first pick hero. I dig it a lot, and I like what Goliath Gaming are doing here. So they went for the Lich, another quote-unquote OP hero, and a Puck. Now, a Puck is a really good hero because it's an open hero. It can be run mid, and it can be run in the off lane. And it's like even better against Spirit Breaker because it's actually a hero that, like, Spirit Breaker is really good at camping mid and just killing people in the middle lane. But Puck is one of the better and more elusive heroes to deal with Spirit Breaker as well. So, yeah, I'm digging the pick a lot.
Yep, they're going to rely on the elusiveness of the Puck to kind of mitigate the current meta, which is gank mid. And obviously, as you said, Spirit Breaker, great facilitator for that with the charge. But take a look at the second picks on either side. Lich, that's a lane securing hero. He's designed to just sap XP, make sure that the lane is pretty much always pushed in. Whoever he sits with tends to do better than he should. Whilst on the other side, you've got a Disruptor, which in team fights is absolutely terrifying. We just watched the game, we just cast the game before this, where Disruptor did a fantastic job taking care of very elusive and mobile heroes, such as an Ember Spirit. And I'm not sure if Puck is going to have a fantastic time up against Disruptor. Disruptor pretty decent at dealing with her, unless, of course, he gets silenced up first.
So what did you ask me about the Disruptor? Good against the Puck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you get the silence, it's like, it's about who gets the jump first, right? So if Disruptor's getting a silence and the Puck gets him down, then it's pretty good against Puck. But Puck also on the flip side can get the silence on Disruptor, and he's really quick to burst down. So it's just one of those, who gets the jump in that matchup.
Yeah,
but it's also Disruptor's also good. We were speaking about the X marks and Glimpse comparison last game, but Glimpse is really good against Puck because the range is just insane. So if you have vision, you can catch Puck pretty well with the Glimpse as well.
Certainly. But the Kunkka banned out, as well as the Anti-Mage here. For the side of Damage Control, and on the Goliath Gaming side, it's going to be a Darkseer Sniper. Sniper's an interesting ban, because you only really ban Sniper if you're worried about getting to the back lines to a right-clicker who sits very, very far away. Is there an alternative here for Damage Control? As the Doom gets picked up.
Yeah, like you said about the Sniper, it's really strong in that regard. It's also really strong in lane matchups. Like, it's really hard to beat a Sniper in the middle lane, so it may just want to take out one of those strong laners. So that could be one of the things. And it's also nice to have that, like, contrast. You have that Spirit Breaker to charge in right in the end, create all that attention there in the front lines, and you just have a Sniper wailing away from the back. So it is a pretty good pick. And now we see Goliath Gaming go for the Doom here. Doom Lich, pretty strong dual lane in the off lane. I like it a lot. Combo really well in the later stages of the game together as well.
Yep. Tidehunter, the big watermelon, gonna roll on into the field. The question is he going to be rushing that blink, or is he going to be going for that mechanism? If they've got a catch hero, much like a Disruptor, then maybe they can opt to skip the blink and go for a mech early. Does buy them a lot of team fights as the Monkey King comes out to play for the side of Goliath Gaming. We just watched one, and this hero can get absolutely monstrous if he gets a good start.
So, okay, so the Tidehunter came out here, and then almost, like, basically an immediate spawn from Goliath going into the Monkey King. So, I think that's, once they see this Tidehunter come out, they realize, again, this is a favorable matchup for Monkey King. MK, like an Ursa, is really good against these big, tanky, strength heroes who just like stand there and don't take damage. But against heroes like Ursa, like Monkey King, who just stack up Jingu or Fury Swipes, you just get zoned out really, really hard. So another favorable matchup for Monkey King, and so I feel Goliath can be really happy with this MK pick this game especially.
Yep. Let's see what they're opting for. Ooh, a Life Stealer. I see a lot of bombs going off here. Instead of climbing into a puck or a bounty hunter, he is likely to climb into the Spirit Breaker, and boom, suddenly you've got a gank which is extremely difficult to deal with. That Life Stealer being delivered to you globally through the map of Spirit Breaker's Charge of Darkness.
So yeah, like you said, they got a great initiate with the Lifestealer Bomb and the Spirit Breaker. They also got great counter initiate with the Ravage and the Disruptor. I'm liking this. I'm liking the drafts from both teams this game, in fact.
Yeah, so I think both teams are worrying a little bit too much about initiation here. I'd like to see something with a little bit more longevity in a team fight, and I think that's what they're thinking about now in terms of the bans. As you can see, the rate at which they have drafted is slowing down a bit.
Yeah, now's the point you have to think about it, right? That could potentially be an offlane puck. No mid shown from DC just yet. Now you got to think, what's kind of mid matchup you want to make for both these teams, right? What don't you want to play against? What hurts you in the game? This is the time to think about things, if you know what I mean.
And EA banned out for the Goliath Gaming.
Another very strong laning hero.
That to support the puck, or is that not?
So it could be. TA is one of the stronger heroes to play against puck in the middle lane. It's also pretty good against. I don't know. Maybe just I don't know why exactly they're taking out the TA this game. It's also not bad actually, to be honest. So I think Goliath can have the next ban pick here. Oh no, DC have the next pick. So I don't know why in fact they've taken out the Templar Assassin here. Maybe just something they don't want to play against.
Fair enough.
Also really strong roach control, to be honest, with the Lifestealer, in fact. So you get like a Tesso on the TA, and you just your team comes online really fast.
Yeah, but how soon is Goliath Gaming going to be looking towards Rosh here? I mean, it's not exactly a super hard-hitting lineup for the time being. You got Doom, which is nice, Monkey King, which is great, but they're not going for an early Rosh. They don't have an Ursa or anything like that at the moment. We'll see if they do opt to draft for it as the Tinker gets banned out from the side of damage control. Tinker's an interesting ban here.
I think it's one of Quanta's comfort picks.
And they're also, I think that means that they're expecting for the puck to go off lane here and not mid.
It definitely could be the situation. You see, that's the beauty of it. I think it is an offlane puck. This could be a 4 position. This could be an offlane Doom or 4 position Doom as well. So we don't know. I think it's going to be an offlane Doom and most likely a mid puck. That's why the TA ban probably came out.
It's also why they're chewing through their time the side of damage control. They've got to put a lot of thought into this, because if the puck is off lane, then picking something that counters the puck and then sticking a mid ain't going to help. Let's see what they've opted for. Ooh,
oh my god.
There's a hero we haven't seen played competitively in a little while. It's going to be that Arc Warden for the side of damage control.
My
and
god.
the Sucker Punch in the Brood Mother from Goliath Gaming. We've seen the Sucker Punch before, and damn does it work. What is the side of DC going to do up against this Brood?
Alright, so in terms of lane matchups, the Tyrant is the only one I see that can deal with that guy. But oh man, this could be a really good Brood game for Sticklish. I'm interested to see how it goes. I feel like this last pick Brood is just sealed the deal for GG for me. That's my prediction for this game.
Wow,
I'm going with
really
Goliath.
Calling it in the draft isn't even done yet.
I'm with this Brood Mother freight train, man. Stunt paved the way for all these players and teams, man.
Fair enough. Cotter picking up that Doom. Interesting. I haven't seen his Doom. Have you?
Cotter Doom, now that you mention it, I haven't seen it either. I feel like they're probably just sending. Okay, so wait. Oh, I think we called this wrong. I think this might be a safe lane Doom and a support Monkey King. So it's gonna be an off lane puck, mid Brood Mother, and a safe lane Doom. That's an interesting way to do it.
Quite interesting indeed. Well, without any further ado, let's introduce you to the teams playing on the side of the Dire. Will be DC Death Raven going to be picking up that Tide Hunter, heading off to the off lane. Berserk in the meantime picking up the Arc Warden, going towards the mid. Fenner on that Disruptor, supporting about the field. Session in the meantime, the roamer for the side of DC here will be picking up that Spirit Breaker. We're going to see a lot of action out of him. We'll have to see a lot of action out of him if DC have a hope for this. And last but certainly not least, Alex will be picking up that Life Stealer, heading towards the top lane.
Sorry to rain on your thunder. I think I have a bug in my dude. I'm just gonna have to restart and come back.
I see. All right, so a few technical difficulties. I'll take you to the other side for the Radiant. GG Gaming, Goliath Gaming will be picking up that puck on Sticklish's hands towards the mid lane in all likelihood, or off lane. Sorry, off lane in all likelihood. Muzzy will be picking up that mid Brood Mother. Keen to see his performance on this hero, and very well picked in the draft. Lich, in the meantime, will be picked up by Santa here in the back lines. Panda 737 picked up... picking up the Doom. It's not going to be Cotter. I was about to say, it's a little weird, as the one and only Monkey King, posing as a tree at the moment, will be picked up by the last man on that team, Cotter. So, we're looking forward to a very difficult game for either side. There's a lot to worry about. Cotter's a very, very tricky hero. Very, very tricky player, playing a very tricky hero. I expect to see him being very active. The Brood Mother mid is a major concern for the side of DC. Muzzy, he's going to have a field day if things go his way, and I expect them to. Whilst on the other side of the coin, you've got the reinitiation from the Tide Hunter that, you know, DC can bring to the field as well. Very, very tricky situation for either side, as well as the huge team fight potential. You've got not just the Ravage from the Tide Hunter, but you also have the Disruptor to worry about, and the split push of an Arc Warden who's going to be sitting in the mid lane in the hands of Berserk.
So I have just returned now, and in my leave of absence, I heard we got trolled in terms of who's playing what hero, so it is a 4-position Doom. But yeah, this is going to be... I'm interested to see how this Arc Warden actually does mid against Spider. I think after a couple of levels, it might be a bit of a tricky lane. But let's see what the side of DC...
Puck in a spot of trouble here. He's going to have to make use of the Illusionary Orb to try and get out. He does almost make it. Finn, in the meantime, going for the final right clicks. He could actually walk away with first blood here. Does he get the time? He, oh my word, the vision for the Thunderstrike just isn't there. And he feeds away the first blood. My word, what the hell? Sticklish, tricky little bastard. Hiding and ducking into the trees. Making sure that final Thunderstrike did not come through. Otherwise, that was a booked first blood for the Disruptor.
Oh man, that is unfortunate. I feel like his Disruptor maybe tried to cast Thunderstrike there instead of going for that last right click. He could have got the puck kill. But all in all, it's just one of those things. Shizzle happens, you know what I mean, Wilson?
Yeah, I do. But I do think that going for the Thunderstrike was the better idea, as his attack animation is slower than his cast animation on the Thunderstrike. So it was the better idea. It still just didn't work because of just, well, vision. Carter's going to have a field day here in the bottom lane, I suspect.
I think the important thing here for the side of DC to do is, because this is such a hard lane for the Tide Hunter, is they try to get as many stacks up as possible for him to catch up at later points in this game. One of the most effective heroes at farming ancient stacks in the offlane role.
Yeah, speaking of things that should never happen, Doom helping himself to the bounty rune and the creep on the dire side of the map. Getting away with it very, very easily, and he's going to be very happy with that. Getting plenty out of his Dooms. Sticklish in the meantime towards the top lane has to dodge with a phase shift. Sessions charge, and he's really going to struggle to stay in lane. Fenner throwing out as much damage as he can as a kill actually goes down mid. Muzzy in a spot of Muzzy picking up that extra little bit of gold in the form of Berserk's head, and they're going to have to do something very, very soon, the side of DC, if they hope to stop Muzzy. Muzzy cannot get too big here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they can do to really stop this Brood Mother right now. Although this Puck's having a hard time in the offlane, the important thing she's doing is she's drawing a lot of heroes to the top side of the map. She's keeping both the supports they occupied most of the time. So Brood Mother can just have free reign, Monkey can have free reign. So it's 2 out of the three lanes really getting one for the side of Goliath Gaming right now.
Yep, certainly. Well, there's nobody there in the top lane other than Alex at the moment, which means the supports are roaming and Muzzy is being charged. This is the answer to the Broodmother. You've got to keep the vision somehow. And at the moment, the only way they can do it is through this charge. The charge is going to connect. Do they have the vision? Yes, the dust is there. Berserk now trying to make the move in. He's taking a fair amount of damage. He's going to go for the evasion. Muzzy dropping low. Muzzy hits the deck. And the gank is utterly successful. 2-1 at 3 minutes 37 seconds into this game. And this is by no means finished as Death Raven goes on down in the bottom lane to Carter's malicious actions.
And Monkey is so strong in that matchup. But that is a really big pick off for the side of DC. They got the kill that they needed to shut down. I mean, I feel like he's not going to be shut down, but they just need to keep on putting pressure on this Broodmother as much as they can. Like, let the Lifestealer sack the lane. If him and Puck have to trade even, just one of those things. But shutting down this Broodmother is a really big thing this game. Don't want it to get out of control.
They have to sit on this Broodmother. Unfortunately, Berserk now look. Oh no, Berserk made a huge mistake there, trying to be very sneaky and park his magnetic field, which gives him that 100% evasion bonus to anybody standing outside the magnetic field, just on the corner of the tree so that he could step in and Muzzy could not. But just a little too far in, he couldn't actually get into his magnetic field, and that was the end of him. Well, your own mistakes, right?
Yeah, things happen, man. This is just a matchup. It's just really hard for Awkward, and he can't do anything in this lane. It's a sad state of affairs. The top lane, though, as you see when the supports leave, Ticklish almost got his level 4 now, getting a decent amount of farm here as well. So he's almost got his power traders. His lane's going better for him. And in the bottom lane, as we see, Kara is just stomping all over. It's just the matchup is too good for Monkey King against Tide, especially with Lich here too.
Certainly, it almost seems wrong to look at last hits, given that the scoreboard is already 4-1, but let's do it anyway. 26 topping the chart, 26 for 2 is going to be Muzzy, 23-12 for Cotter, so he's having a fantastic time bottom, as we expected. 22-6 for Alex, so he's doing okay as well in the top lane. Those are your top 3 last hitters, but in terms of net worth, it's actually pretty much the same. It's Muzzy, Cotter, Alex. So the order for the most part the same. But these kills are going to start having a big effect on this net worth very, very shortly.
Just to give people a recap of what happened in the last round, Cloud's End did in fact beat the new text document. Epoch beat Spartan Esports. And last but not least, Goliath beat Nibble Horde. And that was the results from our first round. And this is our second round ongoing here.
Yep, they're all going to be best of ones. And they're all going to be hotly contested. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. This is the qualifiers. And it basically doesn't get bigger than this.
Panda, no. You could be in trouble.
Actually, speaking of which, Panda 737, where are you, buddy? Are you going to go for Rush? I don't know what he was hoping for, but he's going to find a whole lot of pain as he hits the deck first. Now Sticklish in the middle of the fight goes for the nuke. He gets the kill onto Fenner before disappearing himself. Now Session in a spot of trouble. The Spiderling's putting away a lot of damage onto that Spirit Breaker. And Muzzy walks away with yet another kill. And these are the things which will change the net worth of each and every player. Look at Sticklish, who was getting next to nothing in terms of last hits, now sitting in 4th position on the net worth. That's thanks to that first blood as well as the second kill here. 6-2.
You gotta know you're feeling confident when 5 minutes in you shift queuing up for Radiance. Look at Muzzy, man. Oh, what a champion.
Yeah, he's definitely got all the setup he needs to do this. I don't see this as something amazing. He should be looking towards that Radiance very, very quickly. And of course it's going to do a world of pain to the side of DC. They're going to really struggle with the Radiance up on the Broodmother very, very quickly.
Another problem for the side of DC is the supports are getting, with all these rotations left, right, up, down on this map, the supports are getting stuff for levels. Disruptor sitting at just level 2. Yeah, 6 minutes into this game. Bara not in a better shape, and now he's trading up here with Panda. Session, gonna get the charge on. Okay, just a dominance asserting.
Yeah, the experience definitely starting to slant in one direction or another. It's definitely GG, who are both ahead in net worth and XP. If you take a look at those graphs, you'll see it. They're playing a cool, calm, collected game, and Sticklish is keeping up in levels with Alex, who was alone for the most part. Panda 737 nearby, does not have a Doom available, but does have a nuke in the form of the Shockwave from the Satyr that he can make use of to try and maybe nuke down Fenner. Sticklish possibly baiting here. Okay, not too bad. Looking for the glimpse. Not going to be spotted out as Sticklish, as he is right in the middle of a bunch of trees. Panda 737. Oh, he didn't get spotted out. I was expecting the spot. Fenner deeping out into the mid lane, because there's a whole lot of nonsense there as Muzzy hits the deck. But it took a full 4-man rotation And those spiderlings are still about.
Oh, that was a big rotation, but they get Muzzy yet again. Second death for him. Did he get another kill in that cage? No, he didn't. But not so bad.
Look how much it takes.
As well. Yeah, it takes a lot. I mean, even Tider doesn't keep being there. But excessive.
Sorry, towards the bottom lane, doing a world of damage here, trying to take down Death Raven yet again, who's level 5. He's trying to skulk his way out, the charge is there, he's not going to make it in time. The charge does eventually land. Now Carter in a spot of trouble. He's going to try and go for the Wukong's command, but he keeps getting interrupted. Carter, is he going to go down? No, the Wukong's command is good. It's going to connect both onto Banner. It's a double kill for him on that front. Sorry, triple if you put in the Tide Hunter as well. He's going to walk into a trap though, and he goes down.
Oh man, that's ridiculous. He just killed 3 heroes by himself there. At least Berserk got to get in there for the cleanup, but man, oh man, what an engagement. Top lane though, Stickler, she's getting charged down here by the big angry lifestealer. Can they get him? One more right click coming up from Alex. Is it enough? Can she do it?
No! What's going on? Alex, he's going for the chase. Sticklish trying to find a hole to hide in. Only has enough for a phase shift and nothing else at this point. But it looks like the TP in, throw in more bodies at this has been enough to scare away Alex's TP on back. As Muzzy hits the deck yet again in the front of the mid lane. Fenner doing decent work, but he does have to worry about a big bunch of Spiderites. Yeah.
Space created from Muzzy, man. Space created. He's died 3 times this game, but he's also been involved in 6 kills pre-9 minutes. So, like, although I'm saying Broodmother is like a big portion of this game, it's not like he doesn't have to win this game 1v9, right? He's got a Monkey King, he's got a core puck. The space created is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, so far so good. It's not a tragic state of affairs. Alex is starting to get a little bit boisterous here, and I feel like somebody does need to punish the lifestealer at some point. So I'd like to see some rotations towards the top lane. As mid lane, he should be okay. Muzzy getting charged in the mid lane. Yet again, Session is there. There goes the dust. The Berserk is now in with his illusion. Muzzy's a dead boy burger. He's got nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Not even his Spiderites are going to get involved. And only Session dropping low. Panda goes in. Oh, cancels the TP out. But the magnetic field is perfect. It's going to keep him alive. Beautifully done. And Berserk works away with another kill. 12 to 7 now as Muzzy gets the counter kill onto Session in the most cheekiest fashion possible.
That Burrow, man, he turned around, gets a bash and then taunts away. Oh man, Session got no chill.
Absolutely. In the meantime, bottom tower slowly but surely going down.
Jimko was coming to charge. Nah, lifestealer's fine. It's all good.
I think Monkey King is going to have something to worry about shortly. Yes, he is. In comes Session, beautifully timed with the charge and Fenner's efforts there. He's going for the kinetic field. Carter says, cool, let's have a brawl, baby. Throws out the Wukong's command. Fenner dropping low on the sidelines. Magnetic field is there. Carter trying to make everything work for him, but unfortunately, despite all of his efforts, he goes down. And Session walks away with yet another kill. DC's showing very strong here, must be said. Not afraid to take the fight to the team that may have outdrafted them anyway.
Rotations are really big from the side of DC. I like the way they're moving around the map. They are 12-8 behind, but they're getting big kills. They killed this monkey. This Broodmother 4 times, getting a second kill now on this Monkey King. It's just the big kills they're getting. They are 4K net worth behind, but they're bringing the show. They're not just dropping and falling dead here.
Yeah, certainly, Muzzy in the meantime farming up a storm, sitting with 2.7 thousand gold in the bank. Sitting top on an 8 with charts, but only by 200 by comparison to Kotta, as the top tower now starts to feel the effects of the pressure that the side of GG can output here. They're doing a pretty damn good job. They've taken bottom, taken mid. Last tower to go will be top. We'll see if they can offer any resistance to the side of DC. Alex TP's on in. The charge is there from Session. They're going to jump onto Panda, who doesn't have his level 6 yet. Panda's a dead boy burger. He's got nowhere left to go. He's going to throw out what he can before going down by the looks of things. Oh no. Wait. He's trying to juke at the trees. So far so good. Oh my word, what's going on here? Finally, Fenner actually finds him, sends him back from whence he came. He's going for the TP. He knows that nothing can change it. Oh, and he gets out.
Oh,
the most
man.
amazing jukes.
Ice Armor is a great ability. I'm just going to give credit to that for his survival there. But okay, so 3 tier 1s have fallen 12 minutes in for the side of DC. That's never great. But on the plus side, the issue we were talking about earlier is supports leveling. Now, although they have GG have a Lich, both Disruptor and Spirit Breaker have hit 6 before Doom and the Lich counterpart. So that's a pretty good thing for the side of DC. They got the Static Storm available. Let me just see how this next engagement goes. But the net worth lead is starting to look a bit scary for them. 5k in favor of Goliath Gaming.
Yeah. Well, just actually, yeah, 6k
6k
for
now,
Goliath
bad.
Gaming. You know, it's a rough set of affairs as the Desolator's actually up on Broodmother. It looks like she changed her mind, opted to go for something that's very good at taking down the armor, especially of supports. There's now Death Raven's in a spot of trouble. He's probably going to have to pop his ulti. He does. Throws out the Ravage to try and survive it. Not sure he's going to make it. Oh, but that's a huge amount of farm he's managed to pick up. He will pay the price. But at very least, he gets a consolation prize of chewing up all those little spiderites from Broodmother.
That's not the greatest thing that he had to use a Ravage there. I don't know if he thought his friends are coming in or not, but that's 30-second window without Ravage the Goliath Gaming know about. So, it's a big kill. Really big kill. And I like the Muzzy going for the Deso here. That's like sort of the most standard build. Picking up the Deso into MO. I mean, you just get these super good like peak early to mid game items, and you just push your advantage from there.
Well, Doom running around with his Doom at last, and that means that on the next fight he will be able to take out one character at the very least from the fight, making sure he's utterly muted, can't use items, can't use abilities, can't use much of anything. It's going to be key. He hasn't used it yet, to be entirely honest. Sticklish and his friends are doing just fine without him. But I suspect as time goes on and a little bit more farm falls into the hands of, say, the Arc Warden, things are going to become more and more difficult as the charge is there. They're going after Muzzy. They know they want Muzzy. They're trying to tilt the man. Is it going to work as he does get trapped up? Oh, nice counter initiation there from Sticklish in the back lines. That's going to catch Fenner. And Alex. Alex is fighting in the front lines, trying to take down the Broodmother. Nothing much he can do. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rotation there from the rest of the side of GG. Make sure that the rotation of the side of DC fails completely. It's a 4-for-0 trade. 18 for 8. 8k net worth. And they're going for the 5th in the form of Death Raven by the looks of things. As Puck jumps ahead, starts getting a few cheeky right clicks, evades 1 or 2 anchor smashes, and that's it. It's going to be a backstroke for Death Raven as he knows this tower is down.
Oh man, I don't know how that went so bad for DC there. It just took too long to kill that spider, but man, oh man, this game has sprung out of control so fast. 10k net worth lead now in favor of Goliath Gaming. It's looking bad, man. It's looking bad.
So what can the side of DC do to slow things down here? What can they do to stem the tide of battle?
Okay, so one, you'll have Ravage back in the next 10 or so seconds, right? So an engagement like that goes on again right by your shrine. They at least have Ravage, so the fight is a lot more takeable. Hopefully, I felt like it was a bit half committed that they didn't drop Static Storm immediately onto the spider, so it took longer than it should have. But now before we get to that, Kara, he's getting charged up. Can they get this kill? Yeah, this would be a big kill. Charge
Anyone can do it. Kara can. He's gonna try and... Oh, my word, the bashes are obscene. There goes Wukong's command. He's gonna try and fight this one out and try and get as many stacks on as possible. Oh, but the Ravage is there just in time. And it's good enough. Panda737, who came in to help, will come in to feed. Santa, one by one they're coming. And one by one they're dying. This is not the way to do it, boys.
Oh.
Still... They walked away with something at the very least in the form of like a little bit of damage, but no kills whatsoever. That's going to even out the scoreline just a touch at 18-11 for 16 minutes in. Nice rotation, but unfortunately dripping in means you drip feed.
2,700 gold exchange there. They get a tower now as well, but whoa, Sticklish blinking in, getting a 3-man Dream Coil. Now, can she get more? Nope.
She's got no follow-up. I mean, this is the problem. I mean, well, I suppose it's got to do with trying to keep them busy so that mid can push in, and Muzzy is doing a good job there. Puck just playing silly buggers with them for the most part, keeping them as busy as possible. Now, finally, the TPs are surely going to come. Alex trying to TP out, nothing much he can do there. Sticklish, oh, you cheeky bastard! In the background, my word! Cheeky as hell.
And even more importantly, Muzzy managed to get a tier 3 tower there. I was going to start, talking praise about DC. They back in this game, but man, oh man. Shrine's exposed, and now Muzzy getting even more. Diving the base, he's got no chill right now. What a game of Dota we're watching right here. Broodmother Dota, friends. Broodmother Dota.
Yeah, Broodmother just quietly pushing away. Alex, very little he can do. He's going to start taking a world of damage if he sticks around. He does not. All he's doing is delaying here. That's all he can do, and the ranged barracks about to go down. It does. Death Raven in the meantime, lumbering on forward, looking for the anchor smash. See one, okay, Muzzy now in a spot of trouble, trying to get on out. No true sight here. Oh, there's nothing they can do. This is a slow siege. This is the Broodmother. This is the pain that we expected to see.
Oh,
dusted up will be Muzzy. The chase is good. There's the glimpse. He's stuck in the middle of them all now. He has no choice but to fight. Does not have anything left in the tank. Goes into the magnetic field though. Berserk. Muzzy doesn't quite manage to survive this one out. Buy enough time for his friends to come on up. Santa in the meantime, not much he can do. Here's Chain Frost still on cooldown here. Cotter in the meantime jumping on in. There's a nice little Wukong's command. It's going to make a world of damage. It's good. And nicely done to Cotter, recognizing the opportunity to come on in. Nice little signs coming out from Fenner. It's not really going to kill anything, but it is going to keep them busy for a bit. Cotter's Wukong's command, full duration, has finally expired. And that is it for this fight. No push on the back on that. But pretty damn good maneuvers, ultimately.
Oh man, that's such good team fights to watch. I'm sure you're enjoying casting this stuff so much. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. This game is just a really fun game to watch, to be honest. I know it seems cloudy, but like, we have 35 kills 18 minutes into the game. Not often you see that, even in 7.0 Dota. I'm having fun, Wilson. I am having a good time.
Yep. We certainly do love our jobs, guys. Show us a little bit of love. Let us know your comments on stream, or hell, to hell with it, even in game. We love our jobs. Do you love our jobs? Do you think we're doing well? What can we do better? You just let us know. We'll be happy to listen. So, the push continues. 23-13 with the 10k net worth lead. GG looking in a very commanding position. Again, I've asked this question before. The Ravage is finally up. Is there anything they can do with it?
With Ravage available, fights are actually kind of like can be won. You know, you get Ravage into dropping down a static storm, making sure the big ultimates don't come out from the side of GG heroes. So it's not so bad when Ravage is up, I think. You can't just straight up dive DC when Ravage is up. Or hypothetically speaking, maybe they do, you know? Who knows how confident GG are feeling right now.
Got a border desolator as well. Waiting for?
What are they waiting available? I'm not sure. Let's see. Muzzy, does he have any big item timing coming? He's shift queued up a BKB up next. So that could be a really big factor. Kara also waiting for a BKB. So that just could be their windows, waiting for the BKBs, maybe picking up for Aegis, and then that could be their big queue to go high ground and just end off this game.
They do seem to be winning without the use of BKBs. I don't know.
That's kind of think they say they're waiting. Kara jumps in here.
Yep. Good glimpse there. That's going to disengage the fight a little bit. Chain Frost is out. Oh, it doesn't connect onto the Tidehunter for the second time. Is this the reinitiate? Yes, it is. Berserk there with his illusion. Cotter trying to evade a little bit of damage. Boom goes that illusion. And Cotter's going to be very happy with that extra little bit of gold in his pocket in the meantime towards the mid lane. Muzzy doing Muzzy things. Picks up the kill onto Alex on the sidelines. Session now trying to bash him on back. He does get bashed on back, and now, oh dear, stuck inside the static storm they are. And out comes the Ravage. It's good enough. Down will go Muzzy at last. Ticklish in the meantime in the front lines, going for the evasive phase shift. He's going to try and get out of there. Session says, I will have none of it. Panda 737 here on the sidelines, trying to do something. Does have the Doom available if he opts to use it. Can use it on Death Raven if he wants to. Can go for Fenner if he wants to, as Carter's chasing him as well. Carter now getting kited about the field, stuck inside the kinetic field, and he goes down before his Wukong's command actually manages to put out any damage. But his
can they get more? Panda,
nice
he gets glimpsed off.
From Fenner. The front line going back and forth. Alex says, thank you, my friend. Kill promptly delivered and brought to you by Disruptor.
Oh, man. That's a full man wipe from the side of DC there. Sadly, Lifestealer was dead, so she didn't get any of that gold. But all in all, the base is still held. Team fight won, and DC not out of this game just yet. They got almost a 4k gold swing from one fight there.
So, I guess they've proved me wrong. BKB is absolutely necessary if they want to finish off the side of DC. DC definitely showing some teeth, showing some swag, and making sure that they're making use of all they have as much as humanly possible. Berserk doing really good things here on the Zark Warden, must be said.
I think the way to go for Goliath, if they want to be making plays like that, is they need to create these like sort of mini engagements, like what they were trying to do earlier. They're making the play onto the side of the force him to use Ravage outside of a team fight, and then they can go for those plays. But with the Ravage up, it's hard to just dive like that.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Yep, certainly. Well, enough about the Ravage. Let's talk about our dear little Fenner here and his Static Storm. So far, pretty damn good. Do you feel he should be focusing on something else?
I don't know. I felt like Fenner's been okay on the disruptor sometimes. So far this game, I felt like sometimes he's holding on his Static Storm a little too long. But other than that, he's been okay. Glimpses have been on point. He's been playing disruptor. I mean, there's only so much you can do as a hero, right? I feel like one thing I like to mention on for the side of Goliath is they're sitting with 2 Desolators and an MOM with the Broodmother.
Oh, Berserk finds himself in a spot of trouble here. Cotter, nice little right-click damage coming through there. It's good enough. He does get reinitiated on, and he's all alone. And Cotter taking up a little more than he can actually handle. That's going to be a death for him. But in the meantime, top lane slowly getting split pushed. What's wrong with me today? Split pushed by the puck. So at least they're trying to get a little bit of chip damage as a result. They're getting consolation prizes, the side of GG. You get enough of those, and eventually there's no base left.
Right, when you're this far ahead and you feeding away your safe lane carry and stuff like that.
Did you see what Cotter wrote? Sorry.
No, I missed it, man.
On the minimap, he's like, sorry.
Oh my god, that's funny.
He made a mistake and he knew it. Yeah.
Okay, he's fine. I feel like honestly, Goliath Gaming go try for this Roshan, man. They got 2 Desolators, not that stacks, an MOM and a Broodmother. The Roshan should be easy picking. Plus, there's no shrine for the side of DC to TP2 as well. Maybe that's the thing that they need to just, push them over the edge. Broodmother's BKB is almost completed. Kotter's BKB a little further away, and that's what Cotter does. He brings it to the pit now. Sorry, jumps in. He jumps into the pit.
Rush is the call, and it's to be expected, to be entirely honest, given with this much map control, and of course control over the vision across the map. It's a no-brainer, really. Yeah, well, let's talk about Cotter as a player. He's renowned, certainly in the public realm, as a bit of a rabid dog. He likes to do things on his own, a bit of a lone wolf. There have been questions raised about his ability to play within a team. I've got to say, with the exception of the occasional mistake, as we've just witnessed now, with the exception of the occasional mistake, he's actually turned over a really good leaf. He's actually done a pretty damn good job of integrating his playstyle, integrating himself into a team, because a single man does not a team make, ever. No matter how farmed you are on whatever character you are on, you're never going to win a fight on your own.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like
Cotter's put in a lot of effort, I feel. Do you agree?
I feel like Cotter and this Goliath gaming team as a whole, like they one of the teams I see that practice the most. When they just formed, I was a little bit skeptical. They're making big accusations, like how professional they're gonna be, etc. Because we saw these guys in the VNR team, most of these players, and I wasn't too impressed with them there. But since joining GG, and I've been impressed. They have a really high level commitment. They practice a lot. Their role swaps seem to be working out as well, and yeah, things are looking good for them.
Yep, certainly. They're lining up another pick-off onto Berserk here. They're not going to find him, though, as he's picked up an escape item of his own in the form of the Shadow Walk. Of course, that was the Arc Warden illusion rather than the Arc Warden himself. Now, the pressure is mounting here towards the bottom lane, and the answer is to split push. It's a 4-1 strat. Muzzy trying to cut across. Oh, he actually does get spotted out, and there's the dust as well. He immediately caught up Stigglish. Great ulti there. Beautifully done. Beautiful silence also coming through from the Disruptor on the sideline. Session now in a spot of trouble. He's going to be the next man down. That bounce of the Chain Frost. Absolutely glorious. Berserk now trying to make a hasty escape. Oh no! Mismicroed. He wanted to go for the Shadow Blade on his true hero, not the illusion, and instead he messed it up. He got the wrong guy down, and that is it. A full 5-man team wipe. 15,000 net worth lead. 30-18. 26 minutes in, and the Raxes are falling. GG, well played to the boys of GG.
Oh man, that Broodmother BKB. Once that thing was up, it was just too much. Well played to GG. Really strong performance. Really great draft. And the fashion in which they drafted him was really impressive as well. Props to DC, though. They put up a good fight for these 26 minutes, but Goliath Gaming just a better team in this best of one match.
Let's talk about what could have been done differently from the side of DC quickly. Obviously, the draft, they didn't see the Broodmother coming, and to be entirely honest, neither did I. A bit of a sucker punch. But was
Uh,
there anything they could have done to mitigate it?
so just a
I
couple of
have
things
seen
that
the
happened.
Tide carry before. Just saying.
A couple of things that happened in this game. The one time where Death Raven got picked off solo in the middle lane after the tower dropped and he used his Ravage, that was a big deal because almost immediately after that they lost the full 5-man engagement, the first one they had lost in that game without the Ravage. So that is a mistake that sort of, I don't want to say game losing, but had a big impact into the game. The Lifestealer, I don't think this is that relevant, but went for Echo Saber after Amidus, which is something I don't agree with. I think value gold per what an item gives you. I think Armlet is probably the best item on strength heroes in general and Lifestealer in particular. I don't know, it was just a hard game. Where that last pick Broodmother was really good and they just won. GG just won 2 out of the 3 lanes and just snowballed from there.
Yep, so really very little to be done. Goliath Gaming walking away with this game pretty solidly with a convincing command of the map. Nothing to be done. Nonetheless, we're not done yet. You're welcome to join us for Game 3, both on stream at Kaameel's stream on YouTube. Do check it out. It is a lot of fun. He's got a lot of good content out there. And, of course, in-game, we will see you boys shortly for the third and final match that we will be bringing you today on the third round of Best of Ones. We will see you there. Cheerio for now.